everyone, so this video is going to be about factors, which by the time you're in grade 8 should be review for you. So we'll just go over this relatively quickly today. So factors of a positive integer are the positive integers which divide exactly into it. It's sort of a complicated way of saying that the factors of a number are the numbers that you can multiply together to get that number. So for example, 10, if we're looking at the factors of 10, you could achieve 10 by multiplication, either by doing 1 times 10 or 2 times 5. So if we were to list the factors of 10, they would be 1, 2, 5, 10. When we're asked to list factors, we generally will do them in numerical order. And then the second note here says when a number is written as a product of factors, we say it is factorized. And that will come up to play a little bit later on in the year. But for example, in this 10 that we did here, so writing 10 instead of just writing it as 10 and writing it as 1 times 10, this would be the factorized version of 10. Great. So we'll go through a couple of examples here. So list the factors of 21. So by this point, you may have a method for finding the factors of a number that works really well for you. You may be able to, depending on the number, just list them out without too much difficulty. But if you arrive at a situation where it's a number that you're just not sure and you want to make sure that you don't miss any, I'm going to run through my preferred method, which you can adopt if you don't have a method of your own. So for example, if we're looking to find the factors of 21, I start in order. And so I would start with 1 and 21. 1 is going to be a factor of everything, and the number itself will be a factor of that as well. So we start with 1 and 21. And then we just start working our way up and testing. So if I go to 2, I know 2 is not a factor of 21 because 21 is not an even number. And then I'll try 3. So 3 and 7 work. And then I'll keep going and I'll try 4. Now, if I'm not sure if it works or not, there are some divisibility rules which you've probably learned over the years, or you can just grab your calculator and just do 21 divided by 4, and if it shows up with a decimal number, which it would in this case, then you know that 4 is not a factor of 21. So then I'm going to test 5 in the same way. I know 5 is not going to work because 21 does not end in a 0 or 5. And then I might try 6. And then once the next number that I'm going to try is already in my list as 7 is, then I know I've gotten all of them. And I don't need to do 8 through 21 because if 8 through 21 was a factor, it would have already appeared with a smaller number. So we are done. So the final thing that you want to do is list them out. So the factors of 21 are 1, 3, 7, and 21. And now we'll move over to 32. So same strategy is what I'm going to do. So 1 and 32. And then the next number I'm going to try is 2. 32 is an even number, so I know that's going to work. So 2 and 16. 3 is the next one I'm going to try. The trick for 3 is to add up the digits. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. If this number is a multiple of 3, then 3 is a factor of that number. 5 is not a multiple of 3, so I know that 3 is not a factor of 32. Next, I'm going to try 4, and I know from my times tables that 4 and 8 will give me 32. Next, I'm going to try 5, but again, doesn't end in a 0 or a 5, so I know that's not going to work. I'm going to try 6, maybe I'm not sure, I'm going to grab a calculator, I'm going to try 7, and then the next number I would try is 8, which is already in my list on the other side, so we've kind of met ourselves on the other side, so I know that I am finished listing out those factors. So 32 gives me 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. Again, this is my method. By this point in grade 8, I need you to be able to know the factors, find the factors using whatever method is, easiest or quickest for you. This is the method I choose, so that's the one that I'm showing you. And that does it for the video today.